$1 million worth of game.
Yeah, let me just say something.
Oh, hold up.
You got them claps loud as shit.
No, they legendary, man. I got the people clapping out there, but that song of the week was by Legacy Future and Tory Lanez Rotation. But we got a top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10, top 5. I'm talking about history.
Oh, all right, okay.
If we talking about history, we got a top.
Absolutely a top 10.
A top 10 in the history NBA. We could argue about that later.
Ain't no arguments.
All right, there's no arguments.
And he's still doing work.
He's still putting that work in.
Still doing work, so it might be top 5 when it's all said and done.
He's still putting that work in, but I gotta establish something first. As he already talked about my game before we got on joint. He spoke on my game.
I seen your game.
And from a rate, the 1 to 10, 10 being the best. Where my game about at?
I like your apparel. I like how you mix it up with the apparel.
Damn, he said he liked the clothes you had on.
No, but what about you seen my form on my J? Like you got.
As far as the skills, I mean, he was a good addition to what Gilly was bringing.
See, he said you're hell of a water boy, basically, man. You know what I'm saying? He said your game is, if you was a rapper, you'd be LL No J.
Him, Dame. Everybody got something to say about my game, man.
Because you're nasty, man, and I got to get a new partner because you be fucking my flow up, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. You be fucking my rhythm up, man.
But no, I'm from the old school, so he don't understand. I'm an old school boy. My game is old school,
like Charles Oakley, like
yeah. See, Like, Sean Kemp, you know Kemp is my guy.
Oh, you just gonna keep hollering out Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp was a monster. He was a problem out here. People respected Kemp, and he was over there in Kemp Town at one.
Man, before we get into this, man, this episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is presented by New Amsterdam Vodka. New Amsterdam Vodka was born from uncompromising passion for great vodka. The commitment of excellence enabled New Amsterdam to produce a vodka of superb taste and unparalleled smoothness. Now, you could drink New Amsterdam with anything. You could drink it straight up. You could drink it on the rocks. You could drink it with juice. You could drink it with soda. Or you could make a classic New Amsterdam mule. New Amsterdam vodka is slightly sweet on the palate, smooth enough to drink with anything. And it's the official vodka for Barstool Sports. So shout out to New Amsterdam Vodka. When if you out and about at a liquor store, anywhere, make sure you pick you up some. It's great for pregame in basketball, football, tennis, hockey, soccer, whatever's your sport. It's great for pregame. So get you some New Amsterdam Vodka ASAP. And shout out to the New Amsterdam Queen, my wife. Tootie, she be having little get-togethers at the crib with the gang and making cocktails and all that. So get you some New Amsterdam Vodka ASAP. Let's get right into it. Katie, let's start off with something really, really good. Top 5 players you ever played with all time. Now, I just want to remind you before you answer this, right? You played with some really good fucking players, and somebody's going to get left out.
They are. And I'm fine with that.
See, that's $1 million worth of game. Top 5 players you ever played with.
Kyrie. James.
Cool.
James.
Mm-hmm.
Harden.
Steph. Clay. Damn. And I'm gonna go Serge Ibaka.
Damn.
I thought somebody else was going to go into that from LA, but that's
so
another story.
I'm just all right. So
I forgot somebody.
Yeah, to me, I thought you was going to say. I ain't even going.
Who?
South Central LA, Russell.
Oh shit! Damn, I am tripping. Russ, yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. You know what I mean? Because it's game like mine.
I did forget about Russ. Russ would definitely be top 5.
Okay. So we take a Serge Ibaka ass out of there.
Definitely.
Oh, because I was about to say Kev.
Yeah, I was tripping.
I was about to say Kev, if it's some underlying beef, we won't go call Russell up right now.
You should have called. I'm glad you called me out on that because I was tripping.
You know what I mean? I didn't. Listen, we living in the world where it's those social media things.
I would put. As a matter of fact, I would put Russ after 4th and put Clay 5th. So Russ before Clay.
Believe that, and I like that lineup. Serge Ibaka, yeah, you threw me off with that.
I mean, I forgot about.
Serge, good playing.
I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. You're right.
In your time,
I was tripping.
In your time of playing ball, you've been on many teams. Mm-hmm. You know, I know it's a different sound right now, but you know, when you say OKC, all the way back to Seattle, what was the soundtrack sounding like? What was the soundtrack that was getting played through these locker rooms the most? Like, who was getting played the most all the way up to now? Yeah. Like, name some artists that was getting played that was like the turn up for the, you know, like it was the turn up for that locker room.
Yeah, well, so Wayne was the guy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a good choice.
07, I came out 07, so I want to say from like 07 to 2012, Wayne was taking over the league. Like, everybody wanted to hang with Wayne. Everybody listened to him.
Right.
We searched for all his music.
Right.
And whoever he brought out, we was listening to. And then that came with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj.
Right.
And then Drake took over, you know, the mantle from Wayne, I felt, you know.
Absolutely.
But we listened to everything, but I felt like those two artists were the ones
that got the locker room popping.
Yeah.
Now, listen, you suiting up now. When you suiting up, what right now, that's you. I'm talking about who the top three you going to play right now when you going to go in there and put 40 on them.
When I go in our locker room, is mainly Lil Baby. Everybody on our team feel like Lil Baby is the best rapper out. He took over from Drake. Excuse me. Dang. But I'm the one that's like trying to keep Drake alive in the locker room. You know what I mean? So
okay. So it'll be Drake and Lil Baby fights going on in the locker room.
For sure. And then they drop a joint together, and then it's like, yeah, those two right now are taking over. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of these young dudes in the game, NBA young boy, I got dudes on our team that was born in the year 2000, dog. These dudes listening to, they can't even understand a Hove or Drake or anything hip hop. They listening to straight, you know, I call it like rock and roll rap, you know what I'm saying? The Uzis of the world, those type of guys that make that type of music. That's all it is. Just trap.
So let me ask you a question. So they don't get no say so in the locker room?
Nah, not really.
Damn. Oh, so you
so in order for them to get some say so, they got to get there an hour early,
early.
And they threw their music on. And then when all the vets come in, it's like, come on, all right, come on.
They coming in an hour early, but I ain't gonna lie. Some of them they you know, they take over the aux and they be doing their thing with it, you know. So, if you throwing something that we don't even vibe with in the locker room, now it's somebody else's turn.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? We give them a chance.
Okay.
Give them a chance.
I never see you turn up. I see you, and I just see you just be coming in. I'm a grind. I'm coming in beast mode. I'm coming to destroy, because we living in a time now where it's though. Well, it used to be that the rapper wanted to be the street cat. Now it's like the street cat want to be the rapper. The athlete want to be the rapper. And it's like, you know, some rappers want to be the athlete. But what is your whole take on that and like your whole approach?
I mean, we all artists at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. We all want to be creative and express ourselves. And I don't see a problem with, you know, a rapper that want to go hoop, or a hooper that got a studio in the crib. I seen Wayne, he built that whole half pipe in the back of his house. Like, he trying to express himself in different ways. So I feel as though like everything is like, there's no more boundaries on anything. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to find a way to be involved, you know, creatively. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you seeing Damien as a rapper, it feels like he's doing both, being in the league and dropping music, doing videos, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's cool. It feel like, shit, he should be doing that, you know what I'm saying? And he can make both of them work, you know? And I feel like everybody's looking at it that way. I'm multifaceted. I can do all things.
Hold up. That was just a setup. We need 16 bars from you right now. I'm ready to do the beat for you. You ready? You got 16?
Nah, I don't got 16. I don't got 16.
I thought you had 16.
If I did, I would spit it, but I just don't.
Did you ever write before?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, did you record?
Yeah.
And you ain't never just say?
No, it's all for me, to be honest. Like, I was just like, wanted to try that shit one day, and I was like, I got shit on my mind. I want to get off over a beat.
Bet.
And I just keep that shit.
Right. That might get leaked.
Hold on. This the key, though. Kev, you got to keep it 100. Was the shit hot or was it trash truck juice?
Some of it was trash.
Oh, I see. I respect him.
Damn.
I respect because he wasn't a rapper that was lying to himself. He looked himself in the mirror. He said, "I shoot fucking 40 footers way better than I've dropped these fucking bars. So let me go back to shooting 40 footers. I'll never put this shit out. This shit is for me and my homies to ride around to, and we just laugh and bust the fuck out. Yo, we was tripping that night. I had a little that shot of Henny fucked me up. I was tripping.
No, I think I'm a little better than that though.
Oh, you better than
I'm
that?
a little better than me saying that to myself. Like, nah, I wasn't like, nah, dog, just stick to your day job. Nah, like, I felt like I could get better from like, you know, what I was doing.
Yeah,
I can learn music more so I can make better music. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt.
So did you ever feel like you recorded a track that was hot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Some shit that I like.
Yeah.
Some shit that I thought
I love it.
that was hot.
Can I hear something behind the clothes?
At a certain point, I sing you some shit. We gotta get a little cooler. You know what I mean? It's the first day.
He said, put it out. Yo, you see how he just sunned me? He said, I don't know you that good, nigga.
I gotta throw it out there.
Nigga, you gotta get 2 years under your belt, nigga. Hey, that was a good way to sum me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He said, I send my shit around to some people, but nigga, I don't know you that good, nigga.
You ain't gonna do that.
So like the MVP speech, I know you was asked, you talked about this a lot, right? But I do want to touch on, like, that was one of the most heartfelt, sincere, you know, speeches that I ever heard in my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And sitting there looking at you give a speech, you can tell that you went through some shit growing up. You feel what I'm saying? That you've been through a different type of struggle, and you can just see it in your face and the sincerity of how much work had to get put in to get to this point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when you won that award, what was going through your mind? Like,
yeah, I was just replaying all the moments, dog. Like, I committed to that shit at like 8. To be honest, like I told everybody that, my parents and everybody that was taking care of me, that I wanted to play basketball every day. So they really pushed me to do that shit. Like they really forced me to, like, they told me what hard work was and what I needed to do in order for me to be a good basketball player. I had structure at an early age, and like I knew what it meant to like actually put in some work. You know what I'm saying? So, and at 9, 10, 11, I started gaining conscience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like working out by myself. I'm like thinking to myself, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, shit, I like to play and I want to make it somewhere. You know, I just start visualizing shit at an early age, and, and shit started to come together for me. And by the time I was like 12, 13, 14, I'm just like, all right, shit, this what I'm gonna do for sure.
Right.
You know
when did you? That was around the age when you really started knowing. No, I'm nice.
Yeah, I knew when I first stepped on the court, and my first game plan, it was like so easy to me. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I like doing this. I want to do it every day. And then I started working out and getting better. And then I started like seeing my friends go do other shit, and I was the only one working out. And I was just like, it was cool feeling different and doing other different shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just like this space. You know what I mean? And I built on that. And I seen y'all was talking to Dame, and he was saying he played the same way he played when he was a kid.
Yeah.
He play that way now. That's exactly how I was playing. The way I play now is exactly how I played when I was 8, 9 years old. I just expanded and got sharper at some of the shit. But I just like doing this shit, and it just built that love built over time.
DC, growing up in DC, right? A lot of your game come from that.
Yeah, for sure.
It just because it just seemed like, you know, when y'all be seeing certain players that come from a certain environment, it'd be more than the game in them.
Yeah.
It'd be like they carrying. It's like you carrying this struggle and this, like, you know, playing in that playground. That shit.
Yeah.
Like they going like going there every day. It's like you know how it is when you're young. You the shorty, and for somebody to pick, you know, I got shorty.
Yeah.
That's like.
Yeah,
and it's something that builds you up, and you never forget about growing up and you playing with the old heads, and you just in there, you watching the old heads play, you waiting to get on that court one day, hoping they pick you, and then they finally pick you, and now you here all the time, and it's just like, it's something that, like, it seemed like when I'm watching the game, I could see people that was in that playground, and seemed like their style and just the feel of it, and it'd be like they carrying something.
Yeah, there's certain regions of the country that bring that out, and it's like, in my neighborhood, if you couldn't hoop or like play football or any sport, like you couldn't fit in with nobody. So it's just like you had to learn how to hoop. We was all met up at the court. We all like went at recess. We all met up at the gym. Like so, everybody hooped. So it was the ones that actually took it serious. But it was actually some good motherfuckers. There's natural hoopers that didn't take it serious. That you know, dudes that could be.
They just get up there, drink a 40,
and it's still nice.
Smoke a J.
You know what I'm saying?
Just go in and just snap out.
But that's the culture from where I come from.
Absolutely.
So, and that breed nothing but like competitive nature everywhere you go. So I'm going across the street to another neighborhood that hoop. All them niggas nice.
They vicious.
You go over to 20 minutes down the road, like, damn, that's a nigga over here tall as me that can shoot just like me, and they got another point guard better than my point guard though. I ain't gonna say it, but he better than It's like you see that all around your town, your city. It's just like I grew up in PG County, where like right outside of DC, the game of basketball. When James Naismith created the shit, the man who was right next to him, he brought it back to our town first. You know what I'm saying? So basketball was just in our DNA. You know, so everybody can hoop. You know what I mean? So when you got you in that competitive nature every single day, on top of my mom's was like, nigga, you working out. Oh, you gotta do extra today.
Oh, so you have a bad game, mom on your top.
What?
Wait, hold on. He just said that. What? Like I called him.
Bro, you visualize
like, you bitch ass nigga. Some that nigga said, what?
It's like when people
like,
ask
dog,
me,
like
your
your mom must have whipped your ass. You ain't get 30. Oh, you had 25.
What? Come on. She held me to a standard, yo. Huh? Exactly how she was.
I tell you about having 25.
Exactly.
My nigga.
Exactly how she was.
Wait. Give me the motherfucking stat sheet. I had the motherfucker work today. I couldn't make it to the game. This nigga had 20. You had 25 and 4 rebounds. Nigga, you're 7'11". You had 4 motherfucking rebounds. Listen.
You know how the black mom is.
Exactly. She'd allowed us in the gym. Take his ass out. Right. He ain't playing that. Get his ass out the game. I'm talking about nobody else in the gym. She ain't the loudest one in there. So it's like I'm stepping into the game knowing I got to play for her. I'm like, I'm playing for myself, but I also got somebody on my back that's like, all right, you better be great today.
Absolutely, because the way he just said that was like I disrespected him. So your mom was, what?
You know, she was on my ass.
Hold on, Kev, I ain't disrespect.
Up until I got to the league. After that, she was just like,
you cool now?
Yeah, once them checks came in, she said, nigga, you good.
Ain't no more having talks after the game. Like, what happened? Like, nah. She just like,
she like,
got it.
You got it now.
She like, you had 23 tonight, but your check still
you
coming
be all
to
right.
the bank.
Next game, you got it. Baby, it's 82. You got him next game.
Right. Absolutely. So, what was that moment when you knew, like, shit, I'm here. This the league. Was it draft day? Was it when you first walked on the court with Kobe or LeBron? Or when was it when you was like, I'm here?
Nah, when I moved into my first house. You know what I'm saying? Like when we bought the crib in Seattle and we actually moved out there. I never lived on the other side of the country, so I'm like, oh shit. I'm in the league for sure now.
Right.
Yeah, it's on.
Right.
So since that day, like that day I woke up in my crib, I'm like, oh yeah, this a whole different life. I'm locked in. I got to hoop every day. That's my job. So it wasn't like I wasn't surprised when I seen Melo and all. I knew what I was going up against. I knew what I was doing.
Right.
It was just like my lifestyle just changed. Like, how am I deal with this shit? I went from like, I wouldn't say we was super duper struggling, but it was just like, I'd rather be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And then we get to that level, some shit that we've been thinking of, and it's just like, yeah. That's when I knew shit clicked for me. Like, all right.
See, and that was a setup question for him. That's how you know when motherfuckers come from the struggle.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers from the suburbs would have been like, when I first walked on the court and I seen Kobe, I was like, oh my God, it's Kobe. Shit's real.
He said,
for me, I would have knew the NBA was real when that first motherfucking check hit that bank account.
You.
And I seen it. I'm like,
oh, it's real. Thank you, God. It's going down, mama. Pack it. Matter of fact, don't pack shit. Leave everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for real, like when you come from that struggle, you know it's real when that check hit that goddamn bank account. And you like, I felt you. I moved into that new house. Fuck basketball. I played that shit every day. I already knew them niggas was getting 27 a night as a rookie. I ain't had to worry about that. What I'm saying is, when we moved into that big ass house that was 4,000, 7,000, 8,000 square feet, and I just came from a joint that was 1,600. That's why I knew shit was real. Absolutely. There's a difference in that shit, man. You want to get into our next sponsor, man?
we're gonna get into the next sponsor, which is ShipStation. If you out there and you doing your thing, you're online, you got e-commerce, anything you going on, I'm talking about ShipStation bring everything to one interface. I'm talking about I don't care if you got a website, I don't care if you on Shopify, you're on Amazon. I'm talking about wherever you're doing your thing, ShipStation can help you out. I'm talking about I'm talking about when I say bringing it together, I'm talking about amazing discounts. They got all the major carriers, UPS, USPS, I'm talking about FedEx, whatever you're trying to do, ShipStation to bring everything. But what you can do is go to ShipStation, push the code GAME, you get 60-day trial free. I'm talking about that's 2 months. You're getting 2 months free using ShipStation when you use the code GAME. You go right on there, you hit the code GAME. Type in offer, code GAME, whatever at ShipStation, and you just let's make ship happen. Right now, let's make ship happen. ShipStation, man, they're gonna bring everything together for you in one interface. I'm talking about when you're talking about shipping, ShipStation is the place to go for ShipStation funnel all in one little. I'm talking about it brings everything together. ShipStation, code GAME. Now, one thing about you is your brand game is something else. Like your brand game is just like me and Gil always talking about branding because it brings so much in. We talked to Shaq about it. We talked to a lot of people about just the brand deals. You got over 20, 30 brand deals like in your time?
Yeah.
Like
over time, yeah.
How do you approach partnering up with a brand? Like how do you approach the partnering up with them?
Early on, it was the artist mentality. Let me get the check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How much money I can get. But then, you start to look at yourself as a true artist and you see your craft as a real art. And you want to just align yourself with people that just like the shit that you like. You know what I'm saying? So I like technology. So I wanted to invest in technology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to create something with 2K. So it's like, shit, let me do a deal with 2K. All the stuff that I like to do, just try to build on that. But knowing my brand comes from what I do on the court, how I play,
Absolutely,
how I conduct myself as a teammate. You know what I'm saying? I know that stuff resonates with people way more than me selling them a product.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I just try to just stay authentic to myself on the court as much as I can. And people just been following my career over time. And it just built up over here. You know what I mean? I just been trying to do shit the right way. People like how I play, and I've been in their minds for the last 12, 13 years. So shit, it just add up at this point.
The greatest basketball sneaker of all time outside of yours?
Jordan 1.
Damn, the one?
Gotta be.
Where you be?
I said the one. People like different, but the one is just destroyed them too in the comeback.
The one is it'll never go anywhere. It's bigger than
remember that. You remember that every time.
It's bigger than Air Force One. It's bigger than Air Force One right now.
What was the top reason why you left OKC to go to Golden State? And then what was the top reason why you left Golden State to go to Brooklyn?
I felt like in OKC, I maxed out who I wanted to be as a player. I felt like I've done everything I wanted to do there as a player. And on top of that, my contract was up. So I just wanted a new experience. Then I seen Golden State as a team that played the way that I like to play. Fast pace, everybody can shoot and make plays. Just quick reaction time on offense and defense. So I wanted to play with that in that style. And it was all about like, man, what experience do I want as a basketball player? And I felt like they presented the best experience for me on and off the floor.
Did the media play any pressure to you? Because the media, you got it now in this era, and even the era before that, everything is based off of rings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did the pressure of the media, because before people would stay with their teams, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, in the new age, it's like y'all homies. You feel what I'm saying? Back in the G, Doc wasn't homies with Larry Bird. Magic and Larry Bird wasn't cool. You feel what I'm saying? But now y'all be homies because you might have played with him at AAU. You might have played with him in this tournament over here. So did the pressure from the media of you got to have rings to validate your career, did that play any part in you going to Golden State?
Not at all, because At 23, I want to say 5th year in the league, we went to the finals.
Right.
And after that, we didn't go back again. I didn't go back. Some stuff happened. We traded James. A couple of guys got injured. Like, we ran into some champions. We lost to some champions in the conference finals, and we didn't go back. But that first experience of me going there, it was just like, nah, I need to experience that again, and I want to be on that stage again. And that run that we went in 2012, from that first round to the finals, that was the most fun I had playing basketball. And I was like, I need this experience again. I don't care who was with. I want some dudes that want it too. I just need to experience that again, because I felt more alive. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this is what I should be doing on earth at this point. It's playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So when I experienced that run, I'm like, I'm craving for that again. If you ain't with me, then that's on you. But I want this experience again. So I didn't have no relationship with nobody on the Warriors. We weren't like friends, like people like, you hooked up with your friends. Like, I never hung out with Draymond. Like, that wasn't my boy.
Right.
Steph, we never hung out. Or Clay. I met them once I got there.
Right.
But it wasn't like, let me call my boys up and let me go hang out with my boys. No, I seen that's a great team that wants to win, a fun environment, great city. Oakland is like DC.
Yeah.
It felt like I was riding through Southeast when I was in
Oakland. Absolutely.
The fan base, the organization, never been a winning organization. When I was in the league, nobody liked Golden State. So it felt like still like an underdog to me, because I'm looking at the totality of the franchise. I ain't looking at what happened in this last 5 years.
Right.
Like, you never been a perennial winner in the, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In the NBA from the 50s on up. So I'm like, damn, this is an underdog franchise to me. This feel good. Like, shit, this feel like where I'm supposed to be. It ain't LA, it ain't New York. It feel like where I'm supposed to be. And I think they're going to give me that experience that I want.
Right.
That run of like, shit, we about to go and try to win 16 games. We know, I wanted that feeling again. We did that shit 3 times.
Yeah.
I was on that high 3 times. I'm like, man, shit, I don't want to go nowhere else. Why would I?
Absolutely.
I don't want to do nothing else in the NBA besides going to run like that. Yeah. We might not win it, but to know that we can go on a run to, like, you know what I'm saying, be one of the last teams, that shit is fun.
Absolutely. So who was the best teammates you had on Golden State? Like, that you connected with?
I connected with Clay and Draymond the most.
Clay and Draymond? Damn, I wouldn't have thought Draymond the way y'all was on the court. Y'all was going at
yeah,
but you know, that's in the heat of the moment.
But people, I mean, I'm not as animated as Draymond. So the times I call him a lazy motherfucker, I just ain't see it.
Yeah. Right. Because he's sitting there like, man, you a lazy motherfucker.
Yeah,
man.
like, what the fuck you doing, Dre?
Draymond like, who the fuck is you talking to?
You know
they like, Draymond lost his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Whole time, KD like this. Man, if you don't sit your stupid ass down, man.
So, but we had that type of. And there's times where Draymond are like, I'm not into the game one night. We on the road, fucking 5 games in 7 nights. Draymond see it. He'll scream on me or some shit. I'm like, nigga, what? I ain't doing what? I had like 8 in a row. Yeah. Then he'll be over there snickering and laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right. I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But in the moment, I was like, nigga, who the fuck are you talking?
Hey, Draymond set him up. Yep. Fuck, you left your game at the Ritz-Carlton, nigga. Somebody go get KD fucking game out the Ritz.
Exactly.
KD like, who the fuck is you talking to? Going to school 14 straight. He's sitting over there, got his ass.
He's sitting over there laughing.
Gotcha,
my first shit with the Warriors, he pulled that shit. I was like, oh, this what he into. I was like, I needed that. And when I was in OKC, I never had nobody that was like, was watching me that much to say like, oh, this nigga KD ain't even. Because in OKC, they always looked at me like, oh, KD gonna be straight.
Right.
We ain't worried. But I wanted somebody that was on the bench looking at me just like, hey, what this nigga doing?
Right. You know when you play 5 games in 7 nights, it's just a reality that it's hard to be engaged every night.
It is. Especially when you know you're gonna be you're gonna win. You might win that thing. So when you playing a team that they don't care about this game either, and it's fucking 5th game in 7 nights, that's when you really got to be a pro. That's when I learned those games are my favorite games. Back-to-backs, the end of it, the second night of a back-to-back. I was like, this one I need to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, that's the hardest game to play.
Absolutely. And what was the main reason you went to Brooklyn?
Because I wanted it same reason. I wanted a new experience. I wanted to live on the East Coast too. I wanted to be with a different organization. I wanted to try the same feel that I had in each of these organizations. I wanted to take that, learn, and build somewhere else. I mean, at that point in my career, I was just like, shit, why not?
And what teammates you rock out? Like, you know, you connect with the best on Brooklyn.
Everybody,
huh?
We all got the same relationship, and it's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, are individuals, and we talk, you know, separately, but it feel like we rock out together.
Did it hurt when y'all had to let go Karis LeVert?
Yeah. It hurt when we let go all the young dudes.
Karis is a fucking baller, though.
Yeah, Karis is balling.
He's a fucking baller, man.
But I think it worked out for both parties because he in the place too where he can do the same shit.
Yeah, and he could really, you know, be more into the lead 1, lead 2 role. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
When he got traded too, they caught he had a mass on his kidney. So when he got traded, they did the physical. They found that too. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
he got
it
traded.
was a blessing in disguise, man. Coming out of DC, man. PG County. Who were some of them hood legends that you go out there at 14, 15, 16 and they ice you? Come on, we all got ice before.
Yeah.
Come on. Who some of them hood legends? Or they might not be hood. They might have played in the league. They might have, you know, one D1 college, played overseas.
Yeah, so when I used to go play at this little spot called Bury Farms. It was an outdoor league. And it was this defender. He was from around the way. He was, I mean, he looked like, you know, he drinking right before the game and right afterwards. Like,
oh man!
But he energetic, play hard ass defense. Called him Mick Hype. But he was just that's who they sick him on every score in the league.
Mick Hype. Hold on. So he go out there and he drink a 40.
Yes.
ICF.
Like Gil.
Yes.
Ice
high
cold
top
40.
Air Force Ones on.
High top Air, what color?
Black joint.
Oh, he was a beast. He was a legend. He had the black. Listen, the Jones I just had.
You know how Rasheed Wallace used to wear the strap on the back of the joints that hang? Yeah, them joints.
Ooh,
come on, tell us about Big Hype.
So he was. I mean, I'm 15, 16. I'm like 6'9", skinny as shit. I'm coming down shooting from deep. Mick, get KD. You know they betting on the game. You know,
yeah, they going. You in the hood. They done bet 4,000. You know,
yeah, come, it's
liable to be some shots going to fuck off at the end of the day.
Yeah, we in the finals. It's like 3-game series. We played a 3-game series.
Yeah,
and they like, yo, Mick Hype, you got KD.
Was he a grown man or was he a kid too?
He probably was like 15 years older than me at that point.
Damn, Mick Hype wasn't no joke. Go ahead, he's a legend. Go ahead, gotta hear this. He's a playground legend. That boy's a legend.
Big Hype
he a hood
pint of
He's a hood legend. He said not the playground.
In a ice cold 40, it get a lock shit
some black Air Force Ones
like Dennis Rodman.
And got a cooler than motherfuckers in the back of his trunk. Like
he's serious. Legend.
So what happened?
Go ahead.
He just like flat out harassed me the whole game. Like elbow in the chest, walking me up the court. And it wasn't no like touch fouls or nothing back then.
No.
But he kind of instilled like, damn, if I can get this little nigga up off me, then I'll be all right. Because I ain't going to foul this much, you know, where I'm trying to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So Mick Hype helped you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And playing outdoors in that environment helped me.
Right.
Playing
because you had to be, because if you had one thing about going down 16 for Susquehanna, going to the Rucker, going to whatever they called it out in PG County and DC, going to any of these park playgrounds where it's 1,000 motherfuckers out here. If you got any bitch in you,
you done.
You could just see it. Oh, he not cut for this shit. Because once a person come down and wop, 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 and lay you up or step back or do a floater and that crowd go crazy, it's only one thing for you to do. Come on.
Let me see that.
Oh, wop, 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 and you got to get yours back.
You got to get busy.
You got to get back.
And if you don't want yours back, then
you don't belong out there.
You don't belong out there.
One thing about, first of all, shout out to Mick Hype. Who was the Mick Hype? That one player in the NBA through your whole journey that wasn't no debt.
That was Tony Allen.
Damn.
That's the
same exact person, but in NBA form. Like,
so Tony Allen was Mick Hype without the 40s.
He probably was one. Tony
He
Allen
might
probably
have
had
in the locker
one.
room.
Anybody
play like that. Like
play
nigga, I
defense
play
that
the way
good.
he
They
play.
drinking 40s in the
Yeah.
locker room.
Got to.
Yeah. And he just was a problem, huh?
He had me thinking about my offense differently. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
when you start, my game was always free flowing, so I'm out there just playing. The ball come to me, I'm gonna shoot it. I get the lane, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was cutting shit off, denying the ball from me, getting into my pocket. So I'm just like, all right, I need to just find different setups. And so I started working on, preparation before I catch the ball. Just a little small parts of the game and shit. He was helping me. It felt like he was teaching me that little shit as
Right.
I was playing against him because he was so fucking good. I never seen somebody as such a. He was a master at playing defense. Like you don't understand how great Tony Allen was at playing defense.
Okay, so Draymond Green just said he was the best defensive player of all time.
Exactly.
You played against him in practice
Yeah.
1,000 times. Was Draymond Green better than Tony
See,
Allen?
it's different. It's different.
No.
It's different. It's
Come on,
different.
come on,
yo.
Kev.
It's different.
Come on, Kev.
Because great Draymond Green not asked the point guards, two guards, and 3-man all game. Tony Allen like a shutdown corner where you like, all right, you just gonna follow him all game.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond not doing that. Draymond more like a safety. He gonna just cover up everything. That's different.
It
You
is
know that's different.
It is different, but
it's all like who you prefer.
who would you prefer?
I want Draymond Green because he's bigger. But Tony Allen is not an easy decision. Tony Allen, you could put him on, and Draymond Green on offense is better than Tony Allen on offense. So it's
We're
like,
about to talk about offense. We
but
just talk
I'm
about defense.
talking about
Kev.
if I went on my team though. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Tony Allen is a flat out. He
No, he
just
was a defensive.
he a lockdown defender.
Absolutely. Who talked the most trash in the league?
Who talked the most shit?
Who talked the most shit? Like I'm talking about.
No, be real.
Or it could have been since you've been in the league. They might not be in the league no more.
KG talked the most shit by far.
By far.
By far. And all his little homies did too. Perk, Rondo, Paul Pierce. Like,
Well, KG, what he gonna say to you? What crazy shit would he say to somebody?
pussy ass nigga, stop talking to me, nigga. You can't talk to me. Like shit like that.
Ooh.
And you ain't even say nothing.
Who, me?
No, I'm saying it. I'm talking about.
yeah,
KD say
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
KG
yeah.
say that shit. Nigga didn't
Yeah,
even say
nigga
nothing.
ain't say nothing. Like,
fuck is you talking
y'all
about?
niggas some here come up. Y'all niggas some, like they'll get a foul. Somebody Paul Pierce will get a foul, get to the line. Y'all niggas some studio gangsters, bitch ass nigga. Like he'll be on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
wasn't no joke.
And it's just like, and he with it. And I'm just, and all like his teammates with it too. And it's like, it's not like on no, like we trying to fight. If you really in your feelings, you gonna want to fight these niggas.
And then they got you out your game.
It get you out your game. But
Right.
if you like, nigga, because they respect hoopers.
Right.
And that's one thing when we played against them, when we was young, they would start that shit. By first year, second, third year, they like, all right, we gonna hoop today. They chose who they talk that shit to.
Right.
But if you hoop with them, physical with them, and you play in a game with them, you ain't back down. They just gonna hoop. But
I done
KG set the
heard
tone.
KG say some crazy shit to LeBron too.
Yeah, I done seen that just reading his lips on TV.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga. Like, oh, yeah, he don't get no tech for that. The whole arena heard that shit.
I'm telling you.
Now, if I'm a young player, I look at you, you're going down in the books, and I just came in the league, and I'm watching this interview. What game can you give a young player about all the temptations that come when you first come in the league and you get that checks, the friends, the family, money, the women? What type of game would you sit there and give somebody that's your young team, your young teammate, or just a young cat now that got in the league, they got everything coming
Or
at
on
him,
his way to the league.
or on his way to the league, and he's getting drafted this
or
this
on
year.
his way to any type of thing that's successful.
Yeah.
It could get you caught up, and you know what I'm saying. It ain't necessarily got to be the NBA. It could be rapper, and it could be the NFL. It could
Like
be
when that money first hit your account and life change. Like what type of information? Because could you get them to put some protection on themselves?
See, I don't really be giving advice like that because I don't really know how these people come up.
Yeah.
I don't know their situation. I don't know what they aunts and uncles need, and I
Yeah.
don't know what they got. What's the depths of their relationships with their people. I just try to tell dudes to focus on the main thing. We hooping, all that shit off the court. What you got in your household, your family gonna figure that out. Y'all gonna have to figure that out. But if you focus on the main thing, you focus on you focus on being the best you can when you come in here every day, you're gonna start to figure that stuff out on your own. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hard for me to give real
I like that though.
Advice like that when I don't know the depths of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so I try to tell dudes, man, if you could just your mind have peace when you come into this gym, peace at like, yo, I'm playing a sport that I loved as a kid, that I enjoy. If you keep it at that when you come into this gym, like the stuff gonna start to get more clear off the court as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you have peace when you come in here. You know what I mean? That's the true key to all of this shit. Peace of mind.
You meditate?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sitting down in the room with the lights turned off, but you know
Indian style like Uncle Russ.
Yeah. But I'm thinking about it. I mean, I feel like I'm.
He just caught that. He
said he caught like Russ. With his feet out.
But like being in a meditative state is just like your mind is clear, and I feel like my mind is clear, especially when I'm out on the floor, when I'm just like in my element. Whenever I'm in my element, when I'm comfortable, I feel like my mind is clear. So shit, I feel like I'm in that state.
12 players in the history of the NBA. You got to pick a team, and you're only picking 12 players. Who's on your team? 12 in the history of the NBA. With 12 players.
That's easy. My point guard, I'm gonna be LeBron as my point. I'm going MJ at the 2.
You at the 3? Come on.
Yeah, I'm at the 3. No, I'm gonna go me at the 4.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Kobe at the 3. So Bron, MJ, Kobe, myself at the 4. Hakeem Olajuwon at the 5.
Damn.
Oh, wait.
But then you said 12, right?
12, yeah, I was about to say, because you going to go with Hawk over Shock.
You know Hakeem a lot. You ain't watch Hakeem like that, then. I know you didn't watch Hakeem if you say something.
No. I watched Hakeem. I watched Hakeem the Dream. Yes. Beautiful guy. Yes, because we got a big beautiful guy that y'all got to come see in the playoffs. What you talking about? Yeah, I know beautiful guy. We got a big beautiful guy that y'all got to come see in the playoffs named Joel Embiid. Beautiful guy.
I know you wanted to ease into that.
I did, but we going to get you 12 first. That's 5.
You say hot?
All right. I'm going to go Steph.
You said this was easy.
It is.
Yeah, he said it was easy.
I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go Magic.
Mm-hmm. They got Magic coming off the bench.
Steph and Magic in the backcourt.
That's a hell of a drink. Cause Magic going to get it to Steph.
Yes.
Okay. I see how you going with this. I'm a general manager too. I'm
going to go T-Mac. At my 3.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk off with him too. That with Magic Johnson with all them snipers around. Come on. Then you got Shaq at the 5. That's 10.
Then you got 2 more.
My 2 more. Don't when
we
y'all see this.
We only asking for KD's 2 more. We not asking for nobody else 2 more.
When y'all see this, don't get in your. I'm going AD and KG.
AD and KG. Okay. I thought you was gonna say AI, but it's cool, you know.
I'm gonna go AD, KG.
That's it. It's over.
Okay.
That's his 12.
My 12 definitely would have dusted his off.
Now we gonna get into this.
I'm not. Nah, your 12 ain't dusting that off. No, sir.
Who you 12?
I'm gonna have you guarding you. Shut him down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get Mick. Give him a case of 40s. Go get his ass.
Mick hype. Come on, hype. He gonna be like, bet we got $3,000 for you.
Soon as Jordan and all them walk in with Mick, he gonna be like,
oh, y'all got Mick.
All right.
You niggas got Mick and a case of 40s.
Oh, it's over.
It's over with.
I'm gonna have 8 tonight.
We want to get in this. One thing about women, they love when you clean down, when you nice down the bottom, when you shaved up, you cleaned up. You know, a lot of times you want to make sure you're able to see what's going on. That's one thing I like about Manscaped. Manscapes take care of the areas that sometimes you try to take care of, but you cut yourself taking care of them because you wasn't using the lawnmower 3.0. It's real important, man. What you got to do is you got to get with my people over there at Manscaped. They're going to take care of you. They're going to give you 20% off and free shipping right now when you go to manscaped.com/million. Manscaped.com/million. They take care of you. They got the weed whacker over there for your nose, so you can clean all that stuff that's going on in your nose. All that the boogie juice and the stuff that's caught up all in the hair. The weed whacker go in there and all that clean, all that good stuff. Because Gil stay digging in his nose.
Get the hell out.
But every time he used the weed whacker, he'd be cool for a time, a period of time. But what I need you to do is I need you to go to manscaped.com/million. Get your 20% off. I'm talking about best below the belt grooming. I'm talking about in the world. Manscaped. I'm talking about the best. They're going to take you down there. To be clear, 20% off again and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com/million. Now we're going to get into a special, part of the show.
Stories from the cell.
One of the scariest times in my life when I was in jail. See, I never claimed to be, a lot of times y'all hear about jail. And this particular part that I'm going to tell you about prison is extremely real. Because, a lot of times y'all see this make-believe life of prison on the television, the TV, whatever, and y'all think, I'm in the shower, right? This when I'm talking about this like when I first come through. I'm up at Dollaz.
So you're 17?
Yeah, I just turned 18 and I hit the big general population. I'm in the big boy game.
Where this was at?
Dallas.
Dallas, the Pink
Dallas
Palace.
Penitentiary in Pennsylvania.
It's one of the biggest.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
This jail was known for like the most homosexuals. I'm gonna be straight up. So I'm talking about I come into the shower room, right? First of all, it's already crazy because it's like, I don't know if the NBA locker room, most people just come down there, rip their towel off their ass naked. But this day it was a little different.
Don't know how the NBA locker room.
This day was a little different, man, on some real shit. So I'm in the shower and I'm like on the side. And like you're rotating out the shower. You be standing like in the middle. He might be under the water. I might be lathering up. He'd get out. I go under. So we going back and forth. Boy drops some soap. Wham. You hear it dropping. Like when the soap drop, everything is different. And it slid. And it was this old head, right? That was like on the end. He said, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, man. And he hit the mystical joint. And I was like, oh, shit, I got to get out. He said, shake your ass. Show me what you're working with. And he's soaping up. I'm like, who the fuck is he talking about? Because I had my soap like this. I hold my soap clenched. I'm talking about, it was like, I was like, it was like my shit was clenched, like it was welded. My soap was welded to my hand with my rag because I already knew the story. So when he listened, all you heard, the bar dropped and it just slid. The only thing you heard was, shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. So listen. So listen. So listen on everything. So listen on everything, right? When the old head said that, I was so scared, and I was just like, God, please, could you get me out of here? Listen, I'll be different. Just give me another chance. I'm saying this to myself because I got my shit clean. But the way he was so comfortable in saying it, then the other old heads, they laughing and shit like, yeah. I'm like, I don't even want to see who dropped that soap. I just know I ain't dropped mine. I know, listen, that's when like washing was done. I was set it up. I walked over to go get my towel. I still got some suds on me. One old head said, young, you still got some suds? I'm like, no, I'm cool, old head. Fuck that. I'm getting up out of here. Because I didn't know, it was like, this shit was a scary moment for me. I'm just being real. Because everybody want to be acting like,
So this was every day for 20 years?
Yeah,
he stopped watching that.
No, I ain't gonna say I stopped watching.
He'll watch on Sundays while everybody watching the games.
It came a time where
whole prison watching football here and there.
While I became seasoned. No, I'm straight up.
Wash yourself.
My step-pop was in the joint with me, so it was some OGs. So I already knew when the time was time who I'm walking down the shower, like who I'm going to be in the shower with, because I know they old heads and my step-pop homies or whatever, because I was like, and then it became, after a while, what's crazy? You start normalizing all the shit that goes on in prisons. Because in order to get through prison, you got to normalize crazy shit. Because if you don't normalize it and you don't go insane so you can stay sane, when you seeing some crazy shit happen, it'll fuck you up. But once you normalize it, oh yeah, this the norm.
So when you was in there, shake niggas dropping soap, you was in there, shake
No.
show me what you want to do.
Hey, you know what I hear too a lot though? Niggas go to jail. It feel like what's normal. Like every time somebody go in there, they like see they peoples. Is that always true?
No,
like,
listen.
you
On
always see
everything I love,
somebody, you know.
everybody's like,
On
yo,
everything I love.
my cousin and was in there, my homies like that. Everybody is it like that forever?
I don't care where you go at. If you go to prison, you're going to see a family member, a home. Like you're seeing a family member in there. Your uncle you forgot about.
Somebody you went to school with.
You know, the old head that used to talk to your aunt. You're going to see somebody. Nephew, that's my. It's sad. And for the black community, it's like a family reunion.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people. It's like because we're so used
really
to
that
go
way.
to prison. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, what's so crazy though? This is so crazy, Kev. On the other side, all the guards is family. So everybody that's overseeing us or watching us or, you know, the correction all over us, while we going to prison, they're working in the prison and building the whole structure up.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones that's, like for instance, like I remember when I was talking to the homies one time and the guard really said it to me, but I was like, damn, dog. We were sitting in the yard. I was like, you know how many cribs we done bought? You know how many, you know, college tuitions we paid for? And they was like, I said, no, I'm saying like, you understand it. The inner cities is where the crimes take place at the hood. But the prisons is in the middle of America, whereas though we get these people job security so they can send their kids to college, so they can buy the big home. And we ain't never buy our moms and shit no homes. But we bought them, you know what I mean? You got to think about it. You do 20 years in jail, and, you know, me and the homie sitting on the bench just kicking it. It's like, you look at the yard, it's like 1,000 years of prison time in the yard.
Yeah.
Thousands. So it's like, you know how much security we put on what we do? We put security on it so that their babies is going to be watching our babies one day, because it's a cycle that's never stopped because we ain't got no ending game. But I'm gonna just say this, man. If you ever go to prison, and it depends on what state you in.
Don't drop that soap.
Because some states, you know, some states they got the solo. What's the names? But if you ever drop the soap, just know it's danger. If you hear that old head say,
shake your ass, watch yourself.
Yo, you keep scaring me with that one.
Show me what you're working with. Shake your ass.
I'm just saying, it's real. I'm just saying, listen, it's real. Now we're gonna get to another side of things, Kev. Talk serious. Who put you in the business? And because you invested in like over 20 companies, a bunch of companies on business side, and you're one of the owners of the Philadelphia Union, one of our teams, our soccer team in Philly. So like, who put you down? Who?
I ain't know that.
Yeah, he making the moves. He down in Philly. He down in Chester. Shout out to Chester, PA.
Shout out to Philadelphia Union.
Listen,
Me and Tootie went to a game.
Yes, we did. We did too.
They gave us
Hooked us up with the
jerseys.
and
and
all
all
that.
Good
that.
now. We got
know
y'all
that.
now.
Me and wife
know that, man.
Straight.
Yeah, me and wife, you went to the
straight,
game
man.
too. They
Y'all
hooked us up with the
good.
jerseys with the
Anytime.
back. So where did that come from? Are you coming in the game? Because I'm telling you, you invest in like 20 different companies. Yeah. You getting, you know, you on your grind on a whole different level. Who put that in you? Like, who introduced you to that?
I mean, it's just a natural evolution. I mean, you gotta break it down and realize like you're on a huge platform of the NBA. You know, so many people want to be involved in the NBA in some way. They come to a game, kids are fans of you, or you know, they go to All-Star Weekend. In some way, they want to be involved with the NBA. But at the end of the day, it's just like that business, that community is about networking. It's all about who you know.
Yeah.
Are you a good person? Are you easy to work with? Are you smart enough to know what's going on? It's like, it's pretty simple when you think about it. So when I got to Golden State, it was just, you know, at our games around the, you know, in the arena, so many people that just want to.
Oh yeah, Golden State, Tech City.
Yeah, just
all the tech companies, everybody there.
They just want to. Yeah, they just want to break bread. I mean, they're not necessarily like, yo, let's do a deal right now. It's just like, yo, what you into? Let's just go have dinner. Let's just go hang out. And from what comes from that is what comes from that. I mean, that's just all on who you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about networking and, you know.
That's
and,
the key to life.
Yeah, building your resume up on top of that. So when we invest in 1 or 2 companies that do well, people are like, oh, these kids know what they're doing a little bit. We fresh into it. But like we building something that's pretty solid. But it's all started from just being solid as people.
And that's what it's about, man. Just, you know, investing and turning it up and taking it to another level.
Before we get out of here, though, we got to talk about, you know, more than likely y'all going to meet the Sixers in the conference finals, right?
Y'all just going to walk there.
Huh?
The Sixers going to walk there to the conference finals?
Who going to beat the Sixers? Who going to beat big motherfucker before the conference finals?
I'm just asking. That's what you're saying. Y'all gonna walk there?
Who's going to beat big motherfucker?
I don't know because he is balling.
He's ball. Okay, and then we got defensive player of the year right now, right?
Ben Simmons. Yeah, I got a good team, bro. I really think y'all got a chance to to be up there for sure. It's hard to tell. I mean, after the trade deadline, we're gonna know for sure who's gonna beat them teams.
We don't need no trades.
Y'all don't?
No.
Oh, well, I'm talking about other teams though. Other
Damn,
teams, might.
He just threw a little slight. Y'all niggas don't need no help. He's just
Shit, I thought everybody was gonna look for trades.
I'm sending this personally to big beautiful guy.
Yeah,
I hope
different.
you see this personally.
He different though
because he just said we need some help. Basically, I'm sending this to Cork Boss. I'm sending this to Cork Boss. I'm sending this to Shake and Bake Milton. All the niggas that's coming off the bench because he said we need some help. We talk about you niggas. I'm just want to keep it real. He talking about y'all niggas don't need us. Y'all gonna put Cork Boss on me? That's what he said. So,
yo, I don't want no smoke with none of y'all. Yo, when it's time, yo, leave me alone.
Damn.
No, when it's time, we gotta put Big Ben on you, bro.
That's cool with me too. That's gonna be fun.
Fun. You said fun.
Fun, huh?
Yeah, I mean, shit, he the best defender in the league, right?
No. Yeah, but we know the key now.
What's the key?
I'm gonna have a case of 40s right there. Drink these. We know the key. Drink these, man.
Oh, you're from Australia. You don't know how it work like that. You're from Australia.
It's a different with that playground. That play. Listen, that playground.
You
That
can't
Mick
take
hype.
no drink before
That
no
Mick
game.
hype is a different.
No, but you know what? You know what? If it's somebody that can do it, it might be Ben Simmons, man. You know, he might can do it. Drink 40s and then go stop me. Ben Simmons probably is that guy.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a case of it first game.
Have a case of
first game conference finals. I'm gonna have a case of 40s.
What kind of 40s?
Oh, you know, Mick drank that strong shit. Mick ain't play around. You already
But
know.
you sleeping on a lot of teams though.
Ooh, who he sleeping on?
Milwaukee gonna be nice. Miami gonna be
Talk
good.
your talk.
No, Miami. They first of all.
So how you just gonna say we just gonna meet y'all? Like we don't even know that yet, bro. We got to grind too.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well,
That's
You know
humble.
what I
That
mean?
was a humble. Ooh, that
okay.
was humble.
I'm just saying
we ain't
anything
being
can
humble
happen.
this year. We be in the conference finals. Either we gonna see you there,
Okay.
or we not. If you telling us we gonna see Milwaukee there, then we ain't got.
I'm
no
just
problem
saying y'all might play them. Second round.
You talking about?
I'm just saying you never know who y'all run into. I'm not saying we going. You know what I mean? Y'all might have to run into them too now. Miami.
Let me just tell you something. The worst thing
I love this.
Giannis and Milwaukee could do is run into the Sixers in the playoffs, especially after that nigga just made that last little shot and sat down on our court like that when Joel Embiid wasn't playing and y'all won by 2 when the big dog sitting at home and you want to show off and sit on our court when you know the big dog sit home. He got something for your ass. I talked to him. He said, I got something for that motherfucker guy. It's cool, Gilly. I got something for that motherfucker guy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. So, yeah, they better not bumping us. They better hope they bump into y'all.
Hey, y'all the big dog. Y'all the number 1 seed. Right?
Man, we one game in front of y'all.
Y'all number 1 seed. We gotta see y'all. I feel it.
You hear you look.
If we want to go,
He coming on
if
some
we
shit.
want to go, we're gonna have to see y'all. That's how I'm gonna put it.
He coming to
But
barbecue.
we only one game in front of y'all. We could lose tonight. Y'all could win. Y'all the number 1 seed tomorrow night. So that don't.
I'm just saying.
Then we gotta come see
But
y'all.
you said y'all gonna be the one. So if
No, we gonna be in the conference
according to
finals.
you, if we want to get to where we want to get to, we got to see y'all at some
we
point.
gonna be in the conference finals.
All right, we'll see.
Now it depends. It all gonna come down to 10 to ACLs if y'all gonna be in the conference
That's
finals.
true. Injuries. Is
How them joints feeling?
They feeling solid.
They feeling.
We gonna see.
They
Shit.
feeling solid
We gonna see
when you be back. Cause you
soon. Soon.
okay.
I'm gonna say this. Ask you a question. Nike, right? Great partner with you.
Yeah.
Snap. There's something about Nike that make you stay there, right? Nike. Is it true that Adidas came at you hard? They wanted you.
Yeah, for sure.
They came at you with the Brinks truck, the bank, the ship. Why did you, they came at you with more money?
mother load.
Like why did you stay with Nike over Adidas?
I mean, I seen what Jordan built at Nike. I was like, shit, if I can, they giving me my own shoe, and if I ball out, I can just. I'm never gonna be big as Jordan. I mean, Jordan brand is just huge, and then when the time it dropped, it's just nothing could compare. But if I can get something that's mine, then shit, I would rather do it with Nike. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy because The
That was
last
smart.
time I know the last I don't know if you seen that one time when me, Gil, we shot the young boys' lights up, and I had a pair of your sneaks on at that time.
I seen them joints. I remember them joints.
One of the most classic moments. I really
That was the only time, honestly, you really made some shots. So there must have been the fucking.
You hit the
shoes
nice
that
little
day.
off the pick, Jay.
yeah, like I always we always beat young boys. We don't even play you if you're over 30. That's why dudes keep DMing me that we know. Come on. We only play young boys, man.
Right.
Like we don't play. So
We don't play no
I had
old
the KDs
heads.
on,
Yeah,
man,
sweet.
and it was like, man, I said, man, it was something different that happened that day. You know what I mean? I was on fire.
You was on fire.
I was on
But
fire
It
that
was
day.
the shoes, nigga. It was the KDs.
Yeah, it was the shoes. It was the shoes.
Are you the real KD or Kash doll?
She got it. She got it.
All right, say no more.
Because I
about
never
I don't
heard-
want no problems.
Listen,
You don't want no
listen,
smoke.
listen. It was so funny. Kash doll. That's my motherfucking homie. My wife loved Kash doll. Right. What's so funny is everybody knew you was playing.
Come on, Cash Doll FaceTime me like, nigga, I'm the real KD, nigga. That's how we really started kidding it, because she'll just text me out of nowhere and be like, yo, nigga, let me get that name.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on some joking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when I
real.
said that, we and her got the inside joke. It was funny.
Now, when you going to design your shoes, what inspired you?
Well, first off, I let the designers do their job, creators. These motherfuckers go to school for that. They've been locked in for that. They last 10 years. So I let them do their job, and they kind of give me a template. And I'm like, yo, I want a low top this year. I want a strap. So they give me a bunch of options of low tops with straps. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I just choose like, all right, I like this silhouette. Then I just make alterations like that. I might want to show like a little symbol on this side just because, I might want to, just throw that in there if somebody actually paying attention, little stuff like that. The colorways that I want, the stories I want to tell. I mean, I'm involved like that now.
Believe that.
That's what's up.
Well, man, we appreciate you for tapping in with us, brother, man. And I wish you the best of luck this season, the best of health, man. And the best in everything you're doing, just being a great individual out here, man. And, doing great shit, man.
And you donate money. You get that money up to
Absolutely.
the people that need it the most.
Got to, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I love what y'all doing. I'm just glad I was on this joint, man. It's legendary for sure.
That's what it's about. And I'm going to say this, though. This one I'm going to say. KD, when we first started, I'm talking when we first started, he said, listen, I'm coming on there. I'm
Yes,
talking
he
about this
did.
was like, we probably was like 10 shows in 2019. He was like, I'm coming through there.
Yes, he did.
It just was always the time. He got to train, and it's so much hit. He
But
said
you're definitely
that,
a man of your word,
he
brother.
said it. I'm talking about.
And he reached out to us. I'm coming on.
Yeah,
that
I'm
joint,
coming on
man.
there. And he
sure.
made it happen, man. So it's always love for us. If you ever need somebody for pickup,
Of course.
If you ever
Got
need
you.
somebody like for pickup ball, you playing. Oh, and
Got you. I seen your game, man.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying.
Gil got the left pull up. Chauncey, you want to play like Chauncey, pull up threes.
No, but I'm saying like I'm just
He's
saying.
garbage.
I'm just saying you wouldn't pick me. You wouldn't pick me on pickup game.
You a good glue guy. I pick you like
that mean?
like
Take offensive fouls and shit. You offensive foul dummy. Like
like
Oh,
you,
yeah, that's a
yeah,
position.
like you play hard. and
You
shit.
rush for a motherfucker to run into you.
Yeah, you'll take a charge. Or
Yeah,
something.
you get one of them.
Well, he pick me. That's all that matters. Like, as long as he pick me, I got my fits together.
Yeah, your fits would be solid. Like it stand out. Like
Right.
I mean, see
You
everybody.
want
know.
to see but everybody that really play ball always know that the nigga that come to the court in the hood with the best fit on was always the worst player.
garbage, trash.
Nigga was always trash. You spend too much on the fit, bro. You trash, bro.
Got the whole Iverson fit on. You trash.
right, like nobody
With the
wears-
arm sleeve on and like, you some
do,
garbage.
Right. You're fucking trash. So that was you. And man, appreciate you for tapping in,
Love.
man. Me and I was worth a
Sure.
game. And it's just like that.
Right.